guys, so here is a website that I'm going to go through. I've not looked at it in any great depth. I've run an audit and run a few checks. Now, this is a friend of mine who started off in affiliate marketing probably 2 or 3 years ago, and she kind of got bored very, very quickly, which we would always advise you not to do. You've got to push through when you're not earning money and not, it's not that effective. You've got to push through that period of time, because there does, after month 1 and month 2, there does become a point where you're like, is this all going to be worth it? And the more you push through, you eventually start making money and you're like, yes, this shit works. So my friend asked me to look at the website again, and there's some glaring errors on this website. And the purpose of this video is obviously to educate my friend who has allowed me to share this with you guys. And obviously it's educational because she's done a lot of things wrong. And obviously for you guys starting out, here is some of the things that you can totally avoid when starting out with your affiliate marketing. So how am I looking at this? What tools am I using? And so on. So first things first, I've done a site audit on a website that's live. I want to know what's going on technically with it, and we'll come back to that in a moment. I'm going to dive in to Ahrefs and see what the DR and stuff's like. So the first thing I'm looking at is it's got 98 referring domain names. It's got a little bit of power behind it. It's got little to no traffic whatsoever. And if we go to the organic research, you'll see that when she did start out, it got off to a reasonably good start, but she probably didn't make a lot of money and it fell off a cliff. That's a very common practice. That's a very common thing to happen. And again, you can see her keywords shot up to, way up to nearly 1,000. And then she just got bored, wasn't making money, and it fell away. So perseverance is the key. Now let's take a look at what she'd done. There's still a lot wrong with this. Now, typical affiliate website, the design's okay. I think there's a lot of wasted space here. But design-wise, I'm not a designer, and I'm not here to talk about the design elements of it. There is some real poor-looking websites out there that do work very well from an affiliate marketing perspective. So let's have a look at the actual content and what she's got. So she's got reviews and stuff like that. So how to find the best dog shock collar, blah 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 blah. And you can see these articles were going up December 2018, January 2019, November, and so on. And actually, let's just see, before we go into the reviews, sitemap.xml, I want to actually see what level of effort she did put in. So we'll look at her posts, because everything is coming through the posts anyway. So that's just her standard pages, which we don't want to look at. So the posts, she's done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So she's only put 10 blog posts up. Is that enough? Absolutely not. Now, she got up to 1,000 keywords at one point by adding 10 blog posts. She never made a lot of money. But what she should have done is add 20 or 30 blog posts, kept that consistency going, because she would have then got the volume where she started making money. So 10 is not enough, in my opinion. But what is key here is the URL structures and stuff like that. Now, going back to the website itself, let's have a look at the blogs and reviews, because I'm going to come back to that sitemap in a moment now. Blogs and reviews. So she's got a whole bunch of blogs on here, the ultimate guide to dog collars, and as I say, all of that stuff. And the page is fine. How to find the best dog collar. You get what I'm saying. She's got her subheadings. There's an image missing here. She's got see all of her collars, and that button doesn't actually work. The pros and cons of dog collars. Everything else. So in terms of the structure of the content, it's fine. Now, what you probably want to do is target best dog collars or best dog shot collars or whatever that title tag should be, the main one. Then, using subheadings, how do they work and everything else. So she has done that to a certain degree. Pros and cons of using dog shot collars, I'm sure there are pros and cons, and that's perfectly good to do. Dog shot collar recommendations and reviews, again, she has added that in. So there's a whole bunch of different keywords here. So in terms of keyword structure and layout of the page, it's reasonably good. Read more in Amazon. That takes you through to Amazon, so that's fine. That link works. But the first call to action didn't. Just check if this read more in Amazon works. Again, that one works. And we get down to the bottom, read more in Amazon. However, there's no pictures of these dog collars, no nothing. So this page is not the best, and obviously the first call to action doesn't work. So why would I continue going down any further? Now, that doesn't work. There's no picture here, and so on. Now, you can use something like AAWP, which is an Amazon affiliate plugin. If you're going to use Amazon, by the way, you don't have to use Amazon. And the features of this plugin allow you to add buttons. You can add comparison tables. You can add product boxes. You can add bestseller items and a whole bunch of other stuff, which basically makes your website look a lot better. Now, this particular website is one that I no longer own, but I did own at the start. And you'll be able to see that in terms of the content structure, it's very similar. There's no call to action on that page. I'm not sure why there isn't, but let's go for some of the other stuff. Golf clothing. Right, so we'll go to women's golf rain gear. And Jesus, this picture's not working on everyone's website here. But these are the kind of call to actions that AAWP give you. Buy now in Amazon. You can see ratings. This encourages clicks a lot more than what Angela had on her page. You've also got table of contents, because human beings don't want to read all of that kind of stuff, so they want to see what's available on Amazon, click on it, and you're basically dropping your cookie on them. But say someone may be looking for a woman's golf rain hat, so they can just scroll down to that. So I think a table of contents at the top of a page is also a key component to have on your page. So that is where I really do like the Get AAWP plugin. Now, do you need to use that? Absolutely not. Now, what you can do is add a table of contents, just simple WordPress table of contents plugin, which will allow you to have a table of contents. I think the table of content right at the top of an article is really important. Secondly, I think if you're going to be talking about stuff, try and break up some of this text with some nice images of the dog collars that are available, because you're talking about the best dog shot collars under £100 and we can't see a picture of anything. There's nothing here. So there is no call to action. I would be looking for like the top 5 or the top 3 or whatever it might be. And that is what happens when you Google the best this or the best that in any niche. What you see is a page that looks like this, but near the top end of that page it will say, here is the top 3 or the top 5 or the best whatever it might be. And that is what people are looking for, visuals. That is what sucks people in. This page is bland for me. So in terms of the layout, text-wise, it's good. The call to actions are really poor. I think they could be doing with adding that plugin or the table of contents or both. If they're going to move away from Amazon, you just want to add better buttons and images of the best dog collars and then link that in to the affiliate that you've got going. Now, again, going to go back to the website and have a look at some of the stuff that's going on. So that was just one there. So the ultimate guide to the best dog collars is very similar to how to find the best shock collar, dog collar. Now, do we need 3, if not more? Well, she's got 3 there. 3 out of 10 articles that she's put on are all about the best dog collars. That is going to, what one of these pages is Google going to rank the best? Which one of these is actually the best guide for dog collars? Now, that is what you're going to call keyword cannibalization. Now, what you need to do is look at keyword clustering tools, which I've got a video on, which you can go and see. Use something like keyword Cupid and make sure that you find a cluster of keywords, make one article the best one about the best dog collars, and then have supporting content all around that. And you use something like keyword Cupid to then figure out what those articles should be about. They shouldn't all be about the best dog collars, because Google only wants to rank one URL on page 1 for any given search term. Now, I know that some people will have 2 in weak markets, but really, do you need 3 pages about dog collars? Absolutely not. So I think that's poor, and something that needs to be addressed. And again, here, dog care after neuter, the URL, the header, the content itself is all good. There's obviously a broken plugin going on here because she's left it for a while. But again, no images, no call to action, no nothing. Where would someone go? There's not one single call to action on here. So call to actions are important. Lead people onto the affiliate website to drop your cookie and make some money. This is just stupid. And that's why she never actually made any money, because the call to actions were never there. Let's be honest. Now, over and above that, I think to be fair to her, she was new. She didn't really understand what she was doing and basically done a half-assed job, and that's what a lot of people are going to do. But think of the users. What if you landed on this page? What the hell can you possibly buy when you're on this page? Nothing. There's not a single button. So address that. Secondly, there's absolutely no internal linking structure on this website. So there's no internal links. And do you want to internally link your pages on your website? Of course you do. You want to show Google by using a good internal linking structure, as well as giving them the ability to crawl your website and everything else. You want to internally link to other pages in your website where it's relevant and where it's important throughout any page you have. That is the same for this. You want to internally link to other appropriate pages on your website. For example, if you wanted to target the word dog care and you've got a big guide on dog care, that there would be the perfect opportunity to link to your main dog care page. So again, no internal linking, nothing whatsoever at all going on here. Now, if I take that URL and go back to Ahrefs, let's see how many links were built to this page. Not one single link has been built to that page. Nothing. So if you want to rank something, you are going to have to send links to your pages. And there's nothing at all there. No data. Nothing. And content alone will get you so far, but you also need to build links. Just bear that in mind as well. But get into the technical side of the website. The website's not that bad. The HTTPS or the SSL certificate's not installed properly, clearly. You can use something like, well, it's an expired or expiring certificate. You want to sort that out. Issues with mixed content, you probably want to use a plugin like Really Simple SSL, which will force everything across to the HTTPS version. That works very well, and that would eliminate those problems. Internal linking's poor. Let's see what errors you've got. So that would be sorted with the SSL certificate. You've got one page that has a 404 error. So you've just randomly taken a page down and not done a redirect. Now, I did actually go back to this person because the URLs were horrendously wrong. Now, if you do make a balls up on the URLs, you want to keep them short and sharp and to the point. Now, if they are going to be, if you do have long ones there and you need to tweak that, make sure you do a 301 redirect to the new shortened version to retain power, because you don't want Google seeing a 404 error. So again, that's what that little problem means. I should get a broken internal link, which is easy, that can happen. So that's something that can be addressed by regularly auditing your website. Probably wants to work in a bit of speed, adding maybe some caching plugins or something like WP Rocket. But over and above that, technically the website's sound. It's on WordPress. There's not too much wrong with it from a technical point of view. The severe lack in content and any call to actions and any kind of internal linking structure or any kind of research is the failure of this website. And I'm going to go to keyword Cupid and basically show you what that's all about and how you can get those keyword clusters and sort them out. So here it is, keyword Cupid. It's not a keyword research tool. It's not to be mistaken for the likes of SEMrush or Ahrefs. That's not what it does. Now what you do is, I'm going to click in big silo structures. So for example, Angela's got dog collars as one of her terms. Now that might be one of these here. So see, this is LearnDash, which is a learning management software. Or no, we'll go for something else. We'll go for MailChimp tutorial. So everyone knows what email marketing is. Everyone knows what MailChimp is. So MailChimp tutorial would be the keyword, the same way Angela should have the best dog collars. Now if I click on that, it's going to show me other pages that I might want to add, like how to use MailChimp for email marketing. So it's giving you a silo structure. It's giving you supporting content ideas. The same way that if I open up something else like online marketing conferences 2020, which was a search term that I went for, that's the main search term, and I could have a main page about conferences. But then what I could have is supporting articles targeting marketing conference speakers, digital marketing conferences, Toronto or Italy or wherever they may be. There's a whole bunch of supporting articles that are very, geographic specific or whatever that I could have as supporting content, which internally all link back to the online marketing conference page, because that's the main keyword, that's the main power page, that's the main one I want to rank. But I could have tons of supporting articles, tons of reviews, and it should be the same with dog collars or anything else, where you're going to have the best dog collars and then a whole bunch of stuff that Google actually see as separate entities and a cluster of keywords. That is really what you want to do, and you can use this to go after small silos, big silos, whatever it might be. And you'll be able to see here, SEMrush cost, and then you've got people talking about SEMrush pricing, SEMrush white label, traffic cost in SEMrush. Now the traffic cost in SEMrush is actually a part within SEMrush, but these are all related to the SEMrush cost. That's what Google are seeing. For someone Googling SEMrush cost, you probably want to have a supporting article talking about what the traffic cost actually means on SEMrush. That's a supporting article which you can again internally link back to that. So there's so many silo structures. This can also help you with your internal linking, but it can also help you understand what Google sees as a main keyword and what the supporting article should be, and try and avoid cannibalization. There's no need to have 2 and 3 blog posts or reviews or whatever on the same topic, because that is not going to stand you in good stead. So those are some of the basic fundamental things that this person has made on this website, and she can go away and address these now and push through and get a hell of a lot more than 10 articles. Aim for 40, aim for 50, try and get as many as you can, and you get that traffic spike, you start to see the money dropping in, and then you'll be encouraged to do another 50. It doesn't take long to do these articles. Outsource it. There's so many options available, but you've got to invest in this stuff. 10 articles is not enough for you to jump in, do it half-heartedly, and give up. It's pointless. So hopefully that helps you guys with something that someone started and didn't push through and deliver properly.